Morning! Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is 1 week since I turned 30, so I booked myself a little trip to Warsaw in Poland. It's 5 AM. I've just made it to the parking lot in Stansted. I got up at 3 AM. I am very tired because I was working yesterday and I got work on Monday really early. So yeah, I drove here with my curls in because I figured why the hell not. So let's hope these turn out well. I've literally got one night in Warsaw, so I'm gonna have a speedy little trip. I've not done a trip like this in a very long time. I think my last one was Paris in like 2019 when I did like a one night trip, like getaway. Hopefully the rain holds off. It does say it's gonna rain and then it says it's gonna snow, and I went for fashion over functionality, so hopefully I don't get too wet. But yeah, it's currently 5:05. I'm gonna try and find my way out of this parking structure. But yeah, I'm very excited. Let's go to Poland. I have successfully made it to Warsaw and I'm starving. I'm very tired. Don't know what my hair is doing. It's currently 12:24, so I have 2 hours until my walking tour. So I'm gonna get some food, see if I can check into my hotel, otherwise just drop my bag. I've just got a backpack, and then head to Old Town where my walking tour begins. Which isn't optimal for my hair, but we're just gonna have to deal with it. It's now an hour later. Well, it's half an hour later. It's 1 o'clock. I just had the most amazing latkes, potato pancakes essentially, in that radio cafe, which I had pinned like a long time ago. I've been planning this trip for like a month. Ooh, very long time. And I pinned this cafe and it was delicious. Just exactly what I needed. Now I feel a little bit more energetic. I've had a latte and some latkes, and now I'm gonna find my hotel, see, hopefully I can check in. Also maybe find an umbrella because the rain's picking up. And then I got an hour and a half from now to get to Old Town so I can meet up with my tour and enjoy a little tour. I have made it. My hair is frizzy as flip, but I made it to my hotel. This is the Puro. Someone I know recommended this. She said that it's like one of the best boutique hotels in Poland, so I trust her judgment because she always stays in like the most amazing hotels. But look at this. I don't think I've ever stayed in anything this swanky. They've got a spa, there's 2 saunas and the gym that's included for anyone who stays here, but there's also like a proper spa and they're open until 10. So depending on what I end up doing later tonight, I might actually treat myself to a massage. Before we head out, I've got like 20 minutes. I'm gonna go to the loo and just like maybe freshen up, maybe put some more mascara on to make me look a little bit more alive. But I just thought I'd show you a really quick room tour because I'm in love with this place. So this is the hallway. There's some coat hangers, beautiful storage in a little desk area. You've got the bathroom to your left. I've not been in here yet, but I'm expecting good things. This is very pretty. Here's me. Like a waterfall, rainfall shower. I love them. Hair conditioner, body shampoo, stuff, soap. Have they got a hairdryer though? That is the question. How do I open this? Safe. This is very complicated. Ooh, fridge. Is there anything in here? Empty. That's alright. Laundry bag. Nope. Am I blind? This is the room from the other side. It is so nice and bright. It's beautiful. It's got some cool artwork. It feels comfortable, but this is gonna be a perfect day, night in Warsaw. My plan is, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna stop showing my face all the time because we're in a different country, and why do you want to see my face when we're in a different country? So I'm gonna try and figure out how to get the bus possibly to the old town, which is actually rebuilt post-war because it was all bombed, but it was like kind of replicated in the way they built it, so it looks like old, beautiful, colorful buildings. So we're gonna go there because that's where my war tour starts in about an hour. So I haven't got lots of time. It says it's gonna take about half an hour to get there, so I'm gonna get a move on. I'm gonna stock up on my cameras and my batteries. I bought my big camera, so I gotta freaking use it because it's heavy and I've lugged it all the way from London. So that's what I'm gonna do. Pack my little bag and head out. So let's see you guys back outside in the streets of Warsaw. It's raining. I bought an umbrella and now I am in the old town. It's very pretty, but I won't be enjoying it right now. I'm gonna go for my walking tour, which starts in like 2 minutes, and looks like there's me and 2 other people. So I joined this free walking tour with a company called Walkative, and they offer various different walking tours throughout Warsaw based on various different things, and I chose the one that was about World War II, and it was very, very interesting. I enjoy learning more about World War II, so I was very much looking forward to this tour. As I said, it's free, but at the end of the tour you essentially just tip whatever you feel the tour guide is worthy of getting. I can't remember how I tipped, but I believe every single person in our very large group, there was more than 2 of us, they all tipped our guide, who was really, really good. She took us around in the cold and wet, telling us about significant memorials around the city, and told us about the Polish experience of occupation and resistance during World War II. I thought it was a very informative tour. I would recommend it for other people. They did just a general Warsaw walking tour as well, which I would have loved to do, but I obviously didn't have time. But yeah, I do recommend searching around, seeing if they have similar walking tours in any city that you plan on going to, because it's a great way of seeing the place and finding new interesting places that you might not have found if you didn't do a tour. Finished my walking tour. It was actually really, really good, and now I've come to this chocolate place, which is founded by this guy, I think. I'm gonna have a white hot chocolate with some alcohol in it, with honey liquor, and then I'm gonna have a croissant with goat cheese and red onion jam, and that comes to 43 zloty, which I think is like £8, so not too shabby. It is 5 o'clock, so I'm gonna eat this quickly. I'm a little bit peckish, that's why I'm having it, and then walk around Old Town, and then go have dinner somewhere. Okay, final verdict on that was the croissant was very, very nice. The hot chocolate thing wasn't, so I left like half of it, ate all the cream. But yeah, it's now dark, even though you can't really tell on cameras. It's just after 5 and I'm headed into the old town. This is where I met for my walking tour. And yeah, I've not really seen anything. I've been here for a couple of hours. I mean, I've only been here for 5 hours, so obviously I haven't done a lot, and 2 hours of that was a walking tour. So I'm now going to enjoy the old town in the dark, and I'll come back in the morning. Hopefully it's not raining. Not gonna lie, this rain is not making me want to walk around, but I'm gonna give it another couple of minutes. I did just have a croissant, but I might go eat my dinner and then go back to my hotel and maybe use a sauna and go up to the hotel bar. We'll see, because this weather's not it. I've come to a Polish restaurant in Poland and I ordered pork knuckle and a Polish martini. I walked around Old Town. It was very dark, rainy. We got my slight ice rink slash Christmas market still in the middle, so kind of ruined it a little bit. I'm going to come back tomorrow morning when it's hopefully not raining and it's not dark so I can actually see stuff. I bought 2 postcards in this poster shop I briefly showed you. But yeah, I'm gonna eat here. I'm gonna head back to my hotel. I might go to the sauna. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna chill in the hotel. I'm not gonna lie, I'm slightly terrified of what I've ordered. This is a lot of food. It's a pork knuckle, which I've never had. I've had pork before and I love pork. That's delicious. So far, the food in Poland is freaking amazing. I love it. This just falls off the bone. This is delicious, but because I had that croissant like literally 5 minutes ago, this is way too much food. But it is delicious. It's like a tenner as well. It's like crazy. So I think in total it's like £16 for the cocktail and this humongous plate of food. And it tastes amazing. It is chucking it down with rain slash snow. So I'm gonna rendezvous with you guys back in the hotel because this is shit weather. This is the worst weather to be a tourist in. So I'm gonna try and figure out how the hell I'm gonna get back to my hotel. And yeah. But yeah, that was the restaurant just right there. And then that's the square in the old town, I guess. Magic. This room is blowing my mind. I never stay in fancy hotels. Anyway, I'm back in the room. I am tired as frick. I got up at 3 a.m. this morning, which is technically 4 a.m. in Poland time, but I am very, very tired. And I don't know whether to go up to the hotel bar and have a drink and be social with myself, because I ain't talking to no one. I'm in a foreign country, it's weird. I walk into places just speaking English, because, I mean, that's what I do. And back home in Sweden, like, people just walk in and everyone speaks English. If I go in here and people are like, hang on, and then I have to like say everything again, because obviously, even though it's a very touristy place, it is still Poland. So obviously they just assume that people are Polish. So I don't understand a single word of Polish. So that doesn't help. Most usually, like, you go to Germany, you know how they say hello, how they say goodbye. France, Italy, Spain, I know ciao, I know bonjour, I know gracias, hola, you know, those basic words. In Poland, I know nothing. So that is a challenge. I managed to figure out how to get back to my hotel. I have figured out how to use the buy tickets. They're like 60p for like a 20-minute ticket for the bus and tram, which blows my mind, which is very, very cheap. I took 500 zloty out this morning, and I think that might have been too much because I still have a lot to spend and I don't really know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm kind of underwhelmed by Warsaw, but I think it's just because of the weather. It's been cold and rainy and sleety, and it's just not been the greatest. And I really only have time for that walking tour today, and then everything got really, really dark, so I couldn't really see anything. So tomorrow I'm gonna get up early-ish, have breakfast somewhere, and go to the Uprising Museum for when they open at 10. Do that, which I think is 2 hours. And then someone I have worked with this year gave me some tips of things to do, so I'm gonna go through those things and see if there's anything that interests me. And then I'm gonna go back to Old Town, have a little mooch about during daylight, see if I can actually see stuff. And then, I don't know, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. I've got a full day. I don't think I have to actually leave until like 7. I think the train's like an hour to get back to the airport, and my flight's at 20 to 10. So I technically don't have to be back at the airport until 8. And it looks like a tiny airport, so there won't be much to do. So I'm gonna have dinner and everything in Warsaw city centre before I leave. And then just, yeah, potter about, see what's up.
I want to say to you, I hope you find what you're looking for.
Morning. I'm not going to talk a lot because we are on a time limit. I set my alarm for 7:30, and then when I woke up I was like, why did I set my alarm for 7:30? But it's been alright. I've just enjoyed the morning. Been super nice and slow. I'll put a vlog on the TV. It's very handy that you can just Chromecast to the TV. The bedding is amazing. I had the best night's sleep. Even though I woke up at 3 thinking, oh, my alarm was gonna go off, checked it and it was only 3 a.m. So I went back to sleep. It is cold today. Well, it's currently 1 degree, so it's not super cold. Bluntstones, skinny jeans, this jacket from Vila, this scarf I got in Sweden, my little Uniqlo bag because I'm a basic, my backpack, which is somewhat heavy because I've got a camera and 2 lenses in there, which I haven't used yet, which is great. But yeah, saying goodbye to this stunning room. It served me well. Remember when I said it wasn't that cold? It's fucking freezing. I forgot how 1 degree feels when you're like in proper Europe. But the hotel has a coffee machine, so I've got a latte, even though I'm not gonna go drink another coffee. So it's gonna keep me warm on this 15-minute walk. But yeah, so I'm heading to Charlotte, which is meant to be a really good place for breakfast, and it's snowing. Oh my god. Yeah, so this is Warsaw. And they did have some pretty cool like street art, but none on these. So this massive building behind me is the Palace of Science and Culture, I think. And it's this like massive building. I wish I had more time so I could like explore everywhere, but that looks absolutely incredible. And it's probably like a must see, but I ain't got the time, and I'm more interested in the history of the war than science and culture. No offense to those who are. So I'm gonna give that a miss, but it kind of also looks like a Scientology building for some reason. I don't know why, but it just gives me Scientology vibes. But it's an incredible, incredible building. That breakfast was delicious. It was quite quiet when I got in there, but I sat at a communal table, so I couldn't really like vlog. It was weird. And there's too many people in there, so I didn't want to like film the cafe. But it was very nice. I paid 40 zloty, including tips. But it came to like 33.50, which I think 40 divided by 5, 7-ish pounds. Which isn't bad for breakfast. So I had like the Charlotte's breakfast, which was the bread basket with, I think it was like a white chocolate, like honey or something. It was very delicious, and some jam and butter, and then I had a bowl of fruit, which I didn't really need because that bread filled me up. And then it came with either tea or lemonade, and I chose lemonade, and it was delicious. But yeah, now I'm just walking to the museum, and yeah, it's a little bit later than I was planning. It's currently 20 past 10. It's about a 20-minute walk to the museum, so I should be there in 20 minutes. So I just bought my ticket for the Museum of the Warsaw Uprising. It was 30 zloty for just a regular ticket, and then there's 10 zloty for an audio guide. But usually the audio guides aren't really good. The best one I've ever done is the Statue of Liberty Island one. That's the best audio guide I've ever done. Essentially you come in, you go to the ticket office, which is there, and then they've got little lockers for your bag. So I'm going to put my big backpack in the locker and then wander around the museum. It says it's about a 2-hour journey, round trip, so that's what I'm gonna do. And then you just go in there. So I've finished in the museum, and I did go for an audio guide anyway because I walked in and I was like, oh god, there's a lot. So I paid for an audio guide that was 13 zloty, so in total I paid 43, which I think was a reasonable price for it. It was a very good museum. I had just done that tour yesterday though, so I felt that they kind of coincided, like the information I was given in both kind of, it was just the same, but obviously the photos and just the way that this museum was made was really, really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I would recommend, maybe don't do both the tour and the museum, maybe do the museum and then you can kind of like walk around Warsaw on your own, maybe follow like an audio guide online or something like that. But yeah, it was very good, very interested. I kind of rushed through it a little bit. There was quite a lot of people in there, and I did the audio guide. I didn't listen to every single one, but it's currently 12. I think I got in there just after like 10:30, so it took me an hour and a half, which I think is quite good. It is still chilly outside, but I might hop on a tram or something. I'm gonna look on the map and see where we're gonna go. I might just find a park or something, walk around, and then maybe grab some lunch. We'll see. I'm not very hungry because I had that basket of bread, but you know, can't say no to a little bit of coffee and cake. If there's one thing I've noticed about Warsaw, is that the streets are super wide. Like, the distance between me and that building and then the building there, like, they're so vast. Also, absolutely no jaywalking. Everyone waits for the green man, which I find incredible. But yeah, I just find that the streets are magnificent. Completely different than what I expected. I expected quite dull, grey, like Soviet architecture, but this city is freaking beautiful. You can proper tell it's Europe. Buildings are like massive brick buildings. It's just really, really beautiful. I wish it wasn't so grey, but you can't control the weather. You can only control how much fun you're having. And I'm quite enjoying just walking around. I'm going to try and find a coffee shop, just a spot of light lunch. There was a Charlotte just behind me, and the queue for that was massive, so I'm very happy I went early in the morning. I don't think anything's actually open on a Sunday, but we'll find out. Right now I'm just heading to a park. Gonna check that out. I think there's a couple like palaces and pretty buildings, so I'm gonna look at that. And then yeah, I don't know. I've got 6 hours to kill until I need to hop on a train and go to the airport. As I said earlier, my watch didn't charge last night for some reason. I plugged it into like the USB plug and it just wouldn't charge, so I charged it for like 10 minutes this morning and it just told me it's got 10% battery left, but I'm gonna plug it into my portable charger and it is charging, so I'm gonna walk to the bus and I'm gonna get the bus to like the old town and walk around there, go back to some spots that I saw on my tour yesterday, and then just enjoy Old Town during the daylight. So I've had my lunch. I had those pierogi and they were absolutely phenomenal. I had one that was potato and cheese, the one that was just meat, and then one that was spinach, cheese and garlic, and they were all freaking delicious. But it's literally just right there. And then this is the Old Town, so I'm gonna do Old Town now. There's a place called Bar and Books, but every shop's closed on a Sunday, which I didn't know. So note that if you're ever planning to come to Warsaw, every shop is shut on a Sunday. So maybe schedule your museums and whatnot for the Sundays. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy these colourful buildings of Old Town now. Okay, so I highly recommend doing Old Town during the day because look at this. It is freaking stunning. The buildings are beautiful. It reminds me of Old Town in Stockholm. All the buildings are beautiful. They've got beautiful artwork. They're built beautifully. Obviously they've reconstructed them after the war, but it's just stunning. Also, when I was on the bus coming here, literally where my hotel is, if I'd turned right out of my hotel, that's like the main street with all the shops, and I didn't know. So I have come to the conclusion that 2 days, a Saturday and Sunday, is not enough time for Warsaw. I thought I'd have enough time, but this city is humongous. As I mentioned, the streets are really, really wide, so like everything's super spread out. And yeah, I wish I had more time. I would have liked to have like another day, another full day. But I don't. I have like 3 hours. So next time I will come back eventually. It'll be warmer because it's freezing. My hands are so cold. It'll be warmer and I will take time to actually walk down the streets where there's stuff and not just go to all the war stuff, because now I've done the war stuff, I can skip that the next time and go do the other touristy things. But yeah, I'm gonna continue strolling through the beautiful Old Town. So right under the viewing terrace I was just up, there's a little market and I bought a little pin, which is upside down obviously. A little pin, Polish flag with the Polish Uprising symbol on it. That was 10 zloty. Very nice. It's 4 o'clock, so my plan is to walk the opposite way of where I need to go and find a coffee shop, a little cafe. There is a Costa coffee right next to me, but I'm not gonna do that. Just sit down, chill for a bit, and then maybe research somewhere where I can have dinner, which is on the way between where I am now and the train station I need to go to catch the train to the airport, because it's 4 o'clock, so I've got another 3 hours to go. It's 3 hours to kill, so I'm gonna find somewhere for coffee. One of the ladies on my tour yesterday said that there's a cafe up here that they used to shoot The Pianist in, so that's one of the cafes he goes to, so I might go to that cafe. Not really sure yet, but this is the pretty part of Warsaw. It is now 20 to 6 and I've decided I'm so tired and I need to drive all the way home tonight when I land at like 11 o'clock. So, and I don't even know if I've managed to get into the parking space correctly. I'm worried I'm gonna have to pay for the ticket even though I already paid it, because I think I pressed for a ticket instead of like calling for help. I didn't read the instructions properly, but that's a problem for later. I'm so tired now and I want to just sleep. So hopefully I can sleep on the flight. It's like a 2-hour flight, so hopefully I can sleep there, because I start work tomorrow at 7 o'clock. I think might be earlier, who knows. But yeah, I'm just gonna head back to where I started yesterday. I'm going to the Radio Cafe for dinner because it's like typical Polish and it was really good when I was there yesterday. And then I'm gonna get the train from the main central station because I'm freaking out and worried that I won't get the right train and I'm gonna miss my flight. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'll probably not vlog anymore. But thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, subscribe. Maybe there'll be more videos this year. I never know. I don't vlog too often, but I do enjoy it. So yeah, if you did enjoy it, please subscribe, hit that notification button, because then you'll actually be notified whenever I upload. And yeah, hope this inspires you to go to Warsaw. Definitely recommend more than one night, maybe 2 or 3 nights, maybe even longer. Yeah, thanks, bye.